Ears have a quiet way of changing people. One day, the school uniform no longer fits. The toy airplane disappears into a cardboard box. The little boy who once stopped to watch birds now walks a little faster. There is always somewhere to be, something to prepare for, something waiting just ahead. He is 17, standing outside an examination hall. An admit card rests in one hand, a pencil in the other. Around him, hundreds of students wait for the doors to open. Some keep reading the same page again and again. Some whisper formulae under their breath. Some pretend to be calm. He notices a father standing outside the gate. His hand rests gently on his son's shoulder. Neither of them speaks. They don't need to. The bell rings. The doors open. For a brief moment, everyone walks in with exactly the same hope. Perhaps this changes everything. Weeks later, the results are pinned to a notice board. A crowd gathers. He cannot even reach the list. Someone calls out another student's name, another shout, another celebration. He finally finds a way through. His finger moves slowly down the page. Then it stops. There it is, his name. He doesn't shout. He simply closes his eyes for a moment. The journey has moved one step forward. That evening, his father comes home carrying a small box of sweets. No one had asked him to. He simply does what his own father had always done whenever life offered good news. He opens the box. Come, they sit together on the veranda. The evening breeze moves quietly through the trees. His father hands him a sweet. I am proud of you. Nothing more. No speech. No advice, just those 4 words. For reasons he cannot explain, they stay with him longer than the examination itself. University brings another beginning, another city, another room, another version of himself waiting to be discovered. The first few weeks feel exciting. Everything is unfamiliar. The streets, the classrooms, the faces. One evening, he sits alone in the college canteen. Students around him speak confidently about the future. Some already know the companies they want to join. Some know exactly where they will be in 10 years. He listens quietly. On the way back to his hostel, a thought appears. Everyone seems to know where they are going. He doesn't notice the second thought. It arrives so softly, it almost sounds like the first. Maybe I should know too. Life becomes busier. Assignments, projects, interviews. One goal quietly replaces another. Without deciding to, he begins measuring himself. Someone receives an internship. Someone speaks better during presentations. Someone seems naturally confident. He admires them. Then, without asking permission, admiration becomes comparison. It happens so gently. He mistakes it for motivation. Years pass. Graduation arrives. Photographs are taken. Friends promise to stay in touch. Most of them won't. Life has a habit of carrying everyone in different directions. His first day at work, he reaches the office 20 minutes early. The reception area is almost empty. The smell of fresh coffee drifts through the building. He straightens his shirt for no reason, looks at his reflection in the glass door, smiles, not because he looks different, because life finally feels as though it is beginning. The days settle into a rhythm. Morning alarms, traffic, meetings, deadlines, evening exhaustion. The morning again. Weeks become months. Months become years. One promotion, then another responsibility. One achievement, then another expectation. Whenever he reaches the place he once dreamed about, life quietly points a little further ahead. One afternoon, his manager calls him into the office. I have got good news. A promotion. The very one he had hoped for. Colleagues clap. Someone pat him on the back. His phone fills with messages. Congratulations, well deserved, proud of you. He thanks everyone and he means it. That is a happy day, a real one. On his way home, he stops at a sweet shop. Without thinking, he asks for the same sweets his father used to bring home. The shopkeeper grabs the box. He smiles. For a moment, he is a little boy again. That night, he stands by the window of his apartment. The city below is alive. Lights stretch into the distance. Cars move like tiny rivers of light. His phone vibrates. Another congratulatory message. He reads it, smiles, locks the screen. The room becomes quiet again. He thought this moment would feel different. Not disappointing, not empty, just shut. Before he can even understand the feeling, another thought quietly appears. What next? He doesn't question it. Most of us don't. Because by now, the voice has become familiar, almost comforting, almost impossible to notice. Perhaps the greatest changes in our lives do not happen when we achieve something. Perhaps they happen when we never stop chasing the next thing. He had arrived. Why did it still feel like he was traveling?